So I'd actually like to make a little color wheel, and then we can kind of plan out this so that it looks nice. So typically in a color wheel, what you have is you want to start with your primaries and then put your secondaries and tertiaries. So there are 3 primaries, there are 3 secondaries, and there are lots more tertiaries. Okay, so now that I have this color wheel, I'm going to try to divide it. So first we're going to divide this in half, and then I want to divide each side into 6. All right, so I'm going to start to take out my colors. You just need a tiny bit. You really don't need a lot at all for this. So the first color that I'm going to probably put on is my yellow, because yellow is very easily contaminated, right? So I probably want to do that first while I have that clean brush. So after you're done your yellow, give your brush a good wash. So the next color we're going to put on is our red, or our magenta. So here I'm using primary red, but you can see it's very magenta on my palette, right? So skip 3 steps and put in your primary red. This is kind of the foundation of, just like shapes and lines are the foundations of drawing. Okay, so to do an accurate color wheel, you have to start with your primaries and then do your secondaries and then do your tertiaries, because if you just like went out of order, it's very hard to get these steps to be very even. So because I have used my blue, I'm going to now make a green. So another interesting thing about color is if you just did half blue and half yellow, it's not going to make a green. It's going to make teal color. So you need a lot more yellow than blue. So now that I have like a very even green, because I still have green on my brush, I'm going to try to do the in-betweens. What I'm going to do is kind of fade this green and then start to add more yellow to it to make like a yellow green. So my yellow green is actually a tertiary color. Okay, so next I'm going to do my blue-green. Your goal here is to get your steps as even as possible. So you'll notice like it's funny because when I add this this teal color, like if I tilt my paper a little bit so you don't see the shine, you'll see that the teal is actually darker. Like, right? You would expect that if you added yellow to blue that it would be lighter, but actually it's darker, which is why it's called subtractive color. Right? When the colors, when you add the colors together and they get darker, it's called subtractive colors. I added like a tiny bit of red to my yellow and it's already too dark, right? I put it down and I'm like, oh, that's already way too dark. So I needed to take out a lot more yellow to adjust it. If you mix your colors together and you realize that they're kind of transparent, right? Like if I put this purple down, it looks really, really dark. I don't want to add white to my hue, because if I added white, then I'm actually reducing the saturation. I think that's something that we didn't talk about, but if you add white or black to colors, you are adding, you're making like a tint or a shade, right? So if you add white to any color, or you add black to any color, you are actually desaturating that color.
If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an upload. If you'd like to support the channel and the creation of free arts education, become a member on Patreon for behind-the-scenes perks and online classes at Wing Canvas. Join our Art Nerd community with the links down below. Here are some other videos you can check out next.